Yes, apparently I'm choking on water now. Hello and welcome back to an episode of Chats with Chloe without the coffee and the makeup. God. Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Chloe and I am a creator here on YouTube, or what is now known as CreatorTube. Today I really just wanted to jump on and give you a bit of a life update right now because I haven't been vlogging and apparently I love to add shit to my list that I don't really need to do, but I kind of felt that I just kind of wanted to document this on my channel, just kind of let you know what's going on. The last few weeks I have been vlogging. I've been doing weekly vlogs, I think for the past 4 weeks. I think I was pretty much doing a vlog every week in August. Kind of like, not in August, but it was more like from the second week of August to the first week of September. Or actually no, the second week of September, because I was vlogging last week and that vlog would have already gone up. In those vlogs I had been preparing myself for the transition back into college. I bought stationery, I was sorting out my loan for the year, but the one thing I really did not think about was the actual transition from everything being online to going back into like mainstream college, actually going like back into college. I really didn't think, you know, that it would be much of a transition, but if you didn't know, these first 2 weeks are basically just induction weeks, getting the students back into the swing of things and on like in the right places and everything. Nothing is really going to be set in stone until, you know, next week, because as I'm filming this it is actually September the 15th, so it's Tuesday. I have just had like my first day of the second week, because obviously last week was Monday and Tuesday being in, this week is today, like Tuesday and Friday, so today and Friday. My normal timetable, I will be going in on Mondays and Tuesdays. Monday actually might be changing, but I won't know yet until Friday, because that's going to be the other thing I get to in a minute. So my normal timetable will be Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays, but Fridays will be remote. Mondays and Tuesdays I'll be going in. But like I said, a lot of things are changing and like things aren't really concrete with everything going on right now. With the whole situation, and it's making my anxiety levels really high. You probably wouldn't know this, but I have actually recently kind of transitioned myself into drinking more water, because I realised that I was probably actually dehydrating myself because I was drinking a lot of squash and I was not drinking any water, but now I am. Don't know if it's benefiting me or not, and I am still having squash, even though the squash in here is actually very like saturated, which was kind of a mistake, and I don't think I'll be drinking the rest of that because it's disgusting. For some reason I actually like water now. You know, with everything going on at the moment, just everything is obviously subject to change. Nothing is really concrete, like I was saying, and it's really hard for someone like me. I have actually been clinically diagnosed with, you know, Asperger's. I was diagnosed back in, I think it was 2016. It was my second to last year, just before the second to last year of secondary school. So yeah, it would have been 2016 because I left in 2017. Yeah, and I was diagnosed in August of that year, 2016. Ever since, you know, that diagnosis, I mean, not ever since, but basically my whole life as like I have grown up, I have just been a very anxious person. I actually started to, that gives me light, but I don't care. I, you know, obviously started to display symptoms of anxiety. I kind of started getting anxious around the age of 11, 12. So like, it's not new to me. I'm constantly having to find different ways to deal with it. Sorry about my hair, it's freshly dried. You know, my coping mechanisms are constantly changing, especially like during this time. But my anxiety levels are really high because of all of the changes, and I just kind of feel that I don't really know what to do about it. I don't really know how to deal with it because I'm now back at college. I am going to be starting to get like some support to help me with this transition back, because I'm also like struggling with a couple of other things as well that I probably should mention, but because this might be a trigger warning, so I'm going to put like a timestamp of where to like skip to if like you're kind of sensitive to that and you don't want to hear about that. I have also like not just anxiety I've been struggling with, I've also like been struggling with post-trauma issues. It's not something I really talk about because I will actually leave a link down in the description or up in the cards well, probably more like down in the description, but I still find it really difficult to say the word. A couple years ago I was actually, you know, sexually assaulted, raped, whatever. Just because that was 2 years ago doesn't mean it's over, because in my head I am, you know, still trying to process, I'm still trying to heal, you know, I'm still dealing with trauma in my head, but I'm going to continue talking about kind of my anxiety and my anxieties, like going back to college. And it's not just college either, because I realised that I am piling on the stuff that I need to do. There are literally a load of things I need to get done, and I'm sat doing this, but I'm hoping this won't take long. My video schedule for the next couple months is quite a lot, and I know to some people it's not that much, like 2 videos a week probably doesn't even sound like much. But you've got to take into consideration that it's not just all you see is the finished product. I have done like behind the scenes videos before where I even did a weekly vlog on it, but you know, you could see me editing and then exporting, which for me actually takes, let's take a 40-minute video for example. A 40-minute video for me will actually take 20 minutes to export. So you've got editing, you've got exporting, you've got uploading, which probably takes like another hour, and like not just uploading but filling in all of the metadata as well. Then creating the thumbnail like comes under that hour as well. When it all adds up, it probably looks like, I want to say, like if I was doing one video, it would probably take a whole work day, between like 5 to 8 hours per video. And when you're doing 2 videos a week, it's a lot I'm also working a part-time job. I'm at college full-time. It's just a lot. At this rate, I might as well be a full-time YouTuber. But like, I don't earn money from it, so I'm not full-time, and it's a lot. I am piling on a lot of stuff right now, but I'm really, you know, I'm really hoping that it pays off, because piling all of this stuff on is giving me a lot of stress, and I think I've definitely noticed it in my body. Like, this cold is only really starting to like just go. I mean, I'm still coughing a little bit, I'm still like a little bit snuffly, but overall I'm okay. It's just like the last kind of like, this is gonna be a bit gross and probably TMI, but like my body is trying to get rid of that last bit of mucus that my cold has created. Like, the rest of my body is definitely feeling the effects. Like, my wrists here have started seizing up, especially my left one, because this is my, you know, most dominant hand. And then, like, I've noticed recently that I've had problems with my stomach, and I've realised that, you know, when I have problems with my stomach, like, my stress levels, my anxiety levels are high. I'm not really doing myself any favours. Like, earlier I got really bad acid reflux, heartburn, indigestion, that kind of thing. I couldn't really tell what it was because they're all pretty much the same thing, aren't they? But it was, you know, it was so bad that my whole torso, I was hunched over. It was so painful, you know. I just had to take Rennie tablets, and I took 2 because I was just like, you know, fuck it, I'm in pain, I need this to stop. Because when you do get acid reflux, I think maybe I ate too fast this morning because I had breakfast in the car on the way to college, and so I think maybe I probably shouldn't have eaten whilst I was, you know, whilst the car was actually in motion, because I can't usually do that. And so I ended up just eating 1 sandwich and some fruit, which I think maybe has kind of left my stomach feeling a little bit funny. A lot of what's going on right now is causing a lot of stress and anxiety. Like, there's a lot of stress on my body, and I think, you know, I've also been quite unhappy with my body. You know, I am going to have to mention down in the description that there are going to be, like, trigger warnings for people with, you know, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, that kind of thing, because I've been really unhappy with my body recently, and I'm just like, I have been trying to eat really healthily, but my guilty pleasure is cheese. I love my feta, I love my brie. I don't really eat normal cheese, to be fair. I love Baby Bells though. Baby Bell Lights, they're good. My guilty pleasure, yes, is cheese. And I've been so unhappy with my body recently. I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to lose weight because I know I will benefit from it, and it's not just that either. I have jeans in my wardrobe that used to fit me and now they don't, and I just really badly want to fit into them, and so I just don't really know what to do. I'm starting to, you know, feel the effects of all of this stress, because I know, you know, as, you know, I get back into college and back into the swing of things, I know at some point I'm going to start to burn out, which I think will definitely affect this. It's going to affect this. It's basically just going to affect everything, because I don't want to get to that point again where I just break down and feel worthless and useless. It's hard. It can be really hard. I'm having a lot of, you know, I keep saying it, a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety. I'm, you know, actually starting to feel some of those depressive symptoms, which isn't a good thing. I'm kind of just at that point in my life where things are, like, going off in a new direction, and I'm just, like, struggling with so much at the moment that I feel like people don't even realise. I don't really know at this point. My mind and my body are under a lot of stress right now, and I know maybe I should cut back, but I want to be able to do the things I love. Thinking about it that way, you know, I want to do the things that I love. I want to, like, actually make videos and not just make the one a week. But then if I do too much of that, I am going to burn myself out. I guess the whole point of this life update is that like, I'm in this weird between stage where I'm not happy but I'm not completely depressed. It's kind of like what a lot of people would describe as, I guess, high functioning depression, but I'm not gonna like label it like that, because I know people out there, I know that there are going to be people out there that have actually had a clinical diagnosis of that, and I just don't like to self-diagnose. That's the point of my life that I'm at right now. I'm sorry if it doesn't really seem that there's much of a conclusion to this video, but that's just where I'm at right now, and I hope that, I guess, this helps people to feel less alone. Maybe you kind of relate to being in this in-between stage where you're not entirely happy but you're not completely depressed. I guess that kind of just means you're neutral, but for me it feels like I am starting to lean towards that completely depressed stage. And actually, I just realised, probably for you this looks backwards, but that is just the point that my life is at right now, and I just hope that maybe some of you can relate. Maybe I've made you feel a little bit less alone in a few things, and that is going to be it from me today. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload if you so wish to. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video, if it even makes it out there. Oh shit, I've actually got a video to upload.